Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for watching. My name is Rhea, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much, my love, for your continuous support. And today I'm gonna be showing you guys how I achieved this gorgeous face. I'm so in love with it. It's giving drama, it's giving everything. I'm most in love with the eyeshadow, guys. Like, hello, like, I mean, so I'm not gonna be talking much through this video. I'm just gonna do a voiceover of all the instructions that you guys are probably gonna need to achieve this look. So yeah, without wasting time, guys, let's get to it. Wait, also don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, okay? And don't forget to follow me on my IG and let me grow this account, you guys. Tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their other friends that, you know what, I'm giving you guys the best tutorials ever. And yeah, let's go and get right into it. Okay guys, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is use this small blending brush, and I'm using this dark green color from my palette. I got this at China Mall. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply that all over my crease. Just keep on blending and blending and blending and blending. Put in more if you want like that depth, that darkness, but like I really recommend that like you make this this part extremely dark. Like go back and take more product and like keep on blending and blending. Don't forget to blend because blending is key, okay? So you can use any palette that is green, anything that is similar to this color that you have. You can always use that. I think that is going to work extremely fine. That is going to work perfectly fine, okay? And then the next thing that I'm doing is taking this dark brown color from my Rose Velvet Revolution palette, and I'm just like blending it on my outer corners, and continue to blend and blend and blend and blend and blend, guys. Like take more of that brown and like continue to apply it on your outer corners and continue to blend until you are satisfied with how the color looks. So the brush that I'm using is from Hermosa Flor Cosmetics. It came with a set of eyeshadow brush set. Go to their website and like purchase this set, guys. It's going to be extremely great for you because it's going to help with creating a very smooth eyeshadow look. And then now for my crease, for cutting my crease, I'm taking my Rommel London Soft Matte Full Coverage Concealer, and I'm just like going to cut my crease. Just like that, you guys. Like make sure that your hand is steady. I recommend putting your hand on your table or on your lap or wherever you're suitable, or on your cheek, so that you can be able to have a steady hand when you're doing this. So cut your crease just like that, and make sure that whatever concealer you're using, it's full coverage and it's like those thick concealers, because you want to really cut your crease well, and you want the colors that you're going to apply on top of that concealer to pop, okay? So just do that the way that I'm doing it. I'm also using a brush from Hermosa Flor Cosmetics. This is the same brush that I use to shape my brows. So yeah. Continue to fix your crease very well. I'm cutting my crease a little bit higher, so I have a video on how to master applying on doing a cut crease on hooded eyes, because I have hooded eyes, as you guys can see. So I've shown you guys all the tricks and tips on how to do that. So go back and watch that video if you have hooded eyes and you feel like, well, how am I gonna cut my crease because my eyes are like so hooded, you know? So that is how I do it. I go a little bit higher compared to my normal crease, and I just continue to cut my crease like that. And make sure that you fix that line, make sure that it's perfect, because we want to make sure that our crease is extremely perfect, okay? So I also recommend going down a bit to your tear ducts, okay, and like applying your concealer there, because you want that color to show. Whatever color you're going to show to apply on your tear ducts, it's going to look extremely well, and it's also going to pop. The next thing I'm doing is taking a flat brush like that one from Nordic Beauty, and I'm taking this orange kind of like shade and like applying it in the middle of my cut crease, okay, just like that. Just keep on applying, take more of the shade and make it pop more, apply more and more if you want the color to be more again. So just continue to do that, tap in more color and apply that in the middle of your eye. I'm going back again with the same shade that I used for my outer corners, and I'm just going to blend that line that is like that harsh line between the dark brown and that orange, and just like blend it in. You want to have a smooth finish and you don't want harsh lines on your cut crease and on your eyeshadow. So just blend that out using that same shade that you used for your outer corners. And I'm using the same brush that I used the first time around to darken out my outer corners, just like that. Okay, now I'm taking a flat brush that looks like that, and I'm taking the same palette from Makeup Revolution, and I'm taking this shimmer, this gold shimmer at the top, and I'm just going to apply that on my inner corners, the inner corners of my eye. Just apply that and continue to take in more product if you're not satisfied with the pigment on your eye. So just continue to apply more, blend, blend guys, like continue to do that and you will have a very smooth eyeshadow look. Now that I'm done with my eyeshadow, I'm going in with my foundation. This foundation is from Black OPL, guys, and it's in the shade Truly Topaz. So I'm just using my foundation brush to apply that all over my face and just like blend that out. Make sure that you blend your foundation very well, very well, because you don't want to look like a ghost, okay? And this takes a lot of practice, guys, because like I also used to struggle very much with blending my foundation, and I highly recommend using a brush for this instead of a beauty blender. So go ahead and do that. Now to highlight my under eyes, I'm starting with a base concealer. I'm going to use another concealer for this, so I'm using this concealer from LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. This is the same tone as my skin tone, and I'm using that one just to make it a base for the highlighting part of my face. Okay, so I'm just applying that under my eye and I'm gonna let that set for a bit, for a few seconds, you know, so that it can have like that coverage that you want. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that, the same thing on my other eye. So for a darker shade to contour my face again, is I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Concealer again in the shade Chestnut, and I'm just gonna do that on my cheekbones, and I'm gonna apply that again on my forehead, and I'm also gonna apply that on my jawline. You need to let this set, also let the concealer set for a bit, for a couple of seconds before you go in and you blend that. So I'm taking my blending sponge. Make sure that you have a damp sponge, guys. Make your blender wet, make it wet, and then squeeze out the water, squeeze it out again with your towel, and then you can use that to blend out your concealer. This is going to give you that nice finish, and your concealer is going to blend very well and very easily compared to a dry blending sponge. Okay, after making sure that I've blended that concealer out, I'm going to take the same concealer that I used to cut my crease. That is like the brightest shade that I have of my concealer. It's two shades lighter than my complexion. So I'm gonna take that and I'm going to apply that on my under eye. I'm gonna apply that on my nose, and I'm gonna apply that on my forehead, on top of my lip, and on my chin. Okay, so with this you also have to let it set, guys, so that you can get the full coverage that you want, right? This is like to highlight your face and make it pop in the areas that you're applying that concealer. So make sure you let your concealer set. Don't blend right away because your concealer is going to be all over the place. Okay, so yeah. While I'm letting that set, I'm taking my brush from Avon Cosmetics, and I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm going in with that light brown color, and I'm just going to use that to set my cheekbones, set my jawline and my forehead, because you want to, if you've used a concealer, you need like a powder based product to kind of like set that, you know. You don't want like your concealer to be lifting during the day, so that is why I'm going on and I'm using that eyeshadow. You can use whatever that you whatever shade that you feel like is suitable for you. You can also use a bronzer for that. You can also use a contouring palette for that. Okay, so continue to do that. So with the same sponge that I used the first time, I'm going in and I'm going to blend my under eyes again. So continue to blend very well, guys. Make sure that you don't have any harsh lines. Make sure that your concealer is blended very well to also avoid creasing. Okay. So I like doing my nose after I've done the lighter shade of my my under eye, because that is going to give it better shape. It's not going to disappear when I try to blend my concealer. So I like doing that after I've applied the lightest shade of my concealer. So I'm just going to like outline my nose a little bit there, here and there. Okay. And then I'm going to take this brush, this angled small brush, and I'm going to blend out that concealer on my nose. Make sure that it's blended very well, and take it into the inner part of your eyeshadow, right, so that everything can blend in together. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is take my powder from Revlon. It's the Candid Collection Anti-Pollution Setting Powder in the shade 002. So before I apply that, I make sure that there's no creasing under my eye. I go in again with my sponge and I blend it again. So I take a little bit of my powder and I just like press it into my skin. I don't bake, I like just like actually setting my powder instead of like baking. I don't like baking. Baking makes my face look very weird, so I like setting my face, just like pressing it in just like that onto my skin. Okay, so continue to do that, and like you make sure that you don't have any harsh lines, you don't have any powder left that is visible. Okay, just press it in. As you can see, you guys, the difference is so visible. Like it looks flawless on the other side and the other side still looks shiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the other side of my eye also. So if you want to give your contour more definition, I like taking my powder and like just drawing that line with my sponge and like just defining your contour even more, make it like more nicer and shape. It's going to sculpt your face even more, right? So just I like doing that to give my face more definition. And don't forget to also blend, just like by patting on your skin, right? Like don't like try to lift the sponge when you are applying the powder. Like just press that down to your skin so that it can give you a nice finish. So now I'm going in again with that angled brush from Hermosa Flor, and I'm taking my Makeup Revolution with the same shade that I used for the other parts of my face, and I'm going to define my nose even more. Okay. So now I'm going in with my blush, and I'm going to take my powder brush. I like doing that with my powder brush because I feel like it gives that my blush more definition. It gives it a better look than other brushes. So I'm just going to apply that. And then now for my highlighter, I'm going in with the same palette that I used. I'm using that gold shimmer to highlight my cheeks, and I'm going to highlight my nose also, and yeah. So I'm going in with a smaller fan brush from Hermosa Flor Cosmetics, and I'm just going to highlight my nose using that brush. And then I'm going to take a lighter shade, that kind of like rose gold shade, and I'm going to also highlight my brow bone using the same brush. Okay. I'm also gonna apply the top of my mouth using the same shade. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my Essence Cosmetics setting spray, Keep It Perfect setting spray, and I'm going to set the entire face. And that is it, you guys, for the rest of this this is the end of this video. This is how this looks, and I'm so in love with it. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. Okay, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really hope that this was educational. I hope your makeup skills are going to get better and better and better after watching this. Okay, thank you, bye.